ball. We're gonna be out here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on the career mode. Oh wait, I'll try to have enough to create that air med company with the Pilatus. Man, they just need to fix that pressurization issue so I can go up to 30,000 feet with that thing. I'd love being able to go up to 30,000 feet with that thing. See, do I have any of the firefighting missions? Because I really want to do some firefighting missions. Has the game graced me with some yet? Oh yeah, that's right. We got all the way over here to Charlotte. Yeah, my last time I was playing. So from starting over here in the Salt Lake area, been able to make it all the way over to just about the East Coast. They have, what? Search and rescue mission, I'm good. No firefighting missions, really? Still? What, so I gotta get my firefighting endorsement for the game to tell me I can't do anything? Oh, that looks nice. Do any of them? That sucks. See any over where, like, you do, where you unlock it? Oh. VIP mission. Did see a, like, the charter VIP the other day. It was sick. It was in the Pilatus. But no firefighting missions. Really? Bro, I just want to do firefighting missions. Oh, that sucks. That's just a big rip. That's a really big rip. Why no firefighting mission? It just makes me sad. Because I really enjoyed those. Firefighting missions. Oh, yeah, let's see. Was there? Is there any decent, like, not super far flights? That was. Or the air med. I've got to say, I really want to do some of those firefighting missions if it actually let me have some. Yeah, Big Bear City. Not a too hard of an airport to land in either. Aspen. Another one to Aspen. At least I'm getting more VIP missions. I used to like get no VIP missions. Where's that going? Up towards Boston. What airport is that? 23 Mike. It looks decent. I mean, I haven't flown the Vision Jet in a while, though. Wouldn't be too bad to fly the Vision Jet. Two Bravo 2? Where's that? Here? Yeah, Plum Island. Interesting. Aspen's up here in the mountains. Would be too terrible of an approach into there. These would be caravan missions, because this is the caravan that's chilling down here. That'd be a fun one, flying up to Pocatello. I don't want to be too terribly bad. They do have enough money that I could get a Medivac company. And we can fly up to Pokey. See, how many miles is this flight gonna be? 541 miles, so that's like 3-hour flight. Oh, more like 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm not flying into Big Bear. Or into that one up there, 73 Charlie Alpha. I have one out of this over to Boise. Right. I'm good. I'm not going to be doing a search and rescue company. Go land a bush plane on the side of a goddamn mountain. Oh, what? Let's do this. Oh, what to name it? Like that. Okay, so we're broke again. Well, we're about to be broke again. Brand new aircraft. I already know. For not much. Where was okay that? Oh yeah, there we go. My God. So now, how much do these air med missions pay? Do they pay more than those cargo missions? Because they do. That's pretty baller. Cargo missions paying about 8 to 1.1 million a flight. Damn, they don't pay that much. 42,000, really? This is all gonna be like 100K. Let me just pull up Pocatello's full charts real quick. Pocatello has us on ILS runway 21. So what are the transitions? Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to, we'll do it via Parse. Oh my God, this has a departure? Wait, there's a departure out of here? Really? Oh, we got a SID for once? Oh, actually, that makes me wonder, are we on that airway? I think we are. Okay. Hello. Have that up for reference later. Okay. All I gotta do is, yeah, our cruise altitude, we can't do that because they haven't fixed the pressurization issue. Accept a mission. A very good looking plane. Just want to double check our fuel. Popped off on fuel. But we're still getting 1.6 million, which is like the same amount of XP you would get for a cargo mission, but we're only getting paid 45,000. That is crazy. What? We have a weather here, VFR. And what is Pocatello's weather? Far. And I seen that, VFR. Oof. Such a good looking plane, the Pilatus. Hands down has to be one of my favorite planes. Oh, that's a terrible chalking job on that front tire. Okay, let's just make sure everything's good. Oh yeah, we just bought the plane, so everything should be brand new, but just want to double check everything. Make sure everything, you know, we didn't get a plane with some issues out of the factory. Nice. Okay.
Hi, Captain. We've got a great team aboard with Dr. Woods and Nurse Tony. Co-pilot Jessica Ramirez. Glad to help you today.
I don't see my co-pilot, but okay. Actually, we can just leave the yoke there. Let's just get our before takeoff stuff ready. Avionics, on generator. Well, generator can stay off for now. S arm. Okay, everything overhead done for now. Oh yeah, so I had to get that flight plan loaded in. En route to avionics. Active. Okay, actually let me re-pull up. The SID. What runway are we using? That way I know what heading we need to turn on the departure. We are departing off of runway 26. Let me look at the... So runway 26 is... Okay, there. The far one... Okay. So we'll take off runway 26, climb to 6,800. And then we turn heading 090. Okay, let's make sure we have our... Just go ahead and set that to 19,000. Why is that not on? Standby battery on. Okay, normal checklist. Before engine start, avionics master switch on, parking brake is set. Standby power on. Put that. Battery switch is on. Landing gear is 3 down, and fuel quantity. We gotta change this, so we're gonna cruise at 0.450. But we'll be at 230 till we get to 0.450 with initial cruising altitude of flight level 190. Ooh, that is correct. Flight level 1. Yeah, there we go. And fuel quantity, we have 2,000 goods, so that checklist is complete. You can go ahead and have our
Ready for
boarding
patient
start.
boarding. Roger that, initiating patient transfer.
Freaking love it. Your head sticks out the goddamn. So start an engine, nav light, and the beacon light can come on. So nav and beacon light come on. So generator off. Battery 1 plus. Yep. So batteries are on. Engine, of course. RPM is nothing right now. Engine master on, and then starter push. So engine master, then starter. Oil pressure check that we have oil pressure coming up. We do have oil pressure coming up.
Captain, just to confirm you have all the information you need for the flight.
Yep.
Michael is a 64-year-old man.
Generator comes
Came here in
on.
Barstow Community Hospital with his family for holidays, in post-surgery care following a heavy operation. Vital signs stable, keeping a close eye on everything, given the surgery situation. We're taking Michael's girlfriend with us. Name's Jennifer. Please, Jennifer, come have a seat here.
Captain, Michael's conscious but confused. Please prioritize the patient's safety and stability during the flight.
We're gonna add in a little bit of upward trim. So we're gonna have flight level change mode will be active, nav mode will be on. We'll have our VNAV mode armed and heading. What is runway heading is going to be 255. We're gonna get our initial runway heading selected, 255. And via the SID, if we are taking off on runway 22 or 26 in visual conditions, you cross the airport at 6,800 feet before continuing on course. Okay, so I can actually just climb a right turn heading 090. So we'll just set this to 090 because we'll just do it as an instrument departure. So as we take off, once we get a little bit of altitude, we'll start our turn to 090. And yep, we'll 2,300 feet, we'll start our turn 090 to intercept. Okay. So while we're still sitting here on the ground, let's get our takeoff flap set, which will be 15. Flight controls. Box our controls. Okay. Free and correct. Okay, inertial separator, so pro peep of course comes on, inertial separator comes on. And then when we enter the runway, we'll get our strobe and landing lights on. So for now, we're gonna go ahead, we'll announce our taxi.
Kilo Delta Alpha Golf, traffic for latest November 7610 tree. Is taxi to runway
how does it want
26.
us to do this? So we're gonna go down. You can pull up the taxi chart and see. So we're gonna, yep, so we're gonna go down, and then we'll go get on Alpha and take Alpha all the way down. Okay. Works for me. Go ahead, get that parking brake off. Turn onto the taxiway. We have a little bit of a long taxi to get all the way over to our hold short. Taxi light is on. Okay, you're getting a little fast there, Quaddus. Try and maintain that center, that taxi line. The one thing I hate about these turboprops, they just love to just go as fast as they can. Of course, there's a fucking car just driving down a taxiway, you know, you gotta love that, you know, just a car just deciding to drive right down the middle of my taxiway. I'd love to get to fly into Salt Lake, my home airport. Okay. Hope if I could taxi correctly. Looks like we'll be, yeah, so this is where we should be getting onto Alpha. No, this isn't even Alpha, we're still on the ramp. Okay, so we have Charlie. Okay, so it's gonna have us take Charlie across runway 2, 2, and 4. We're gonna go straight across. Let's keep that speed under 15 knots. Then we're gonna hang a left onto Alpha. Yeah, I should also put it on half bank mode. Because I know how these patients can be on full bank mode. half a mile from our hold short for runway 26. Here out of Barstow Daggett Airport. And we'll get our IFR clearance and then instantly cancel it because the in-game AI is utter garbage. Can't wait till they add in the ability for in career for you just to do your old flight plans, so then I can just use SimBrief constantly to import flight plans. I'll have to make a folder for flight plans though. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll have to figure out how you do that. Don't want to get dinged points for speeding down the taxiway. You can't use your minimums right now. That sucks. There's a lot of things they need to still add to the Pilatus, but I still absolutely love this aircraft. So auto throttles will be armed. Go ahead and get our yacht amper on. Okay, let's get her nice and slowed down for this turn. Into the hold short. Thank you. Okay, so landing lights come on and the strobe light comes on. We should have our seatbelt sights on. Okay, landing and strobe are on. And then we'll go ahead and get our after takeoff ready. So we'll announce our takeoff on runway 26.
Kilo Delta Alpha Golf, traffic Pilatus November 7610 tree. Taking off runway 26, straight out departure.
See, how long is runway 26? 6,400 feet, so I can do a moderate power supply. We don't need to go full power and release the brakes. We should be fine there. Okay, let's just get our SID pulled up. Get aligned with the center of the runway. Got the turn a little bit. Okay. And takeoff power is now set. I never put my beat speeds up, did I? B1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear comes up. And 2,300 feet met, so we're gonna turn to our right for our 090.
Careful with sudden maneuvers. Our patient needs a smooth ride.
Well, that wasn't even that sudden of a maneuver. So we can go ahead, flaps can come up. Yeah, pull back power, pull back power, pull back power. Gonna pull back that power, okay, and continue this climb. Oh yeah, I forgot to do my thing.
Latest 10 tree radar contact 1 miles east of 06 Charlie Alpha. 3,200 feet altimeter tree 0. 19er.
Go ahead, we'll get autopilot engaged. Okay, and we're on nav.
Los Angeles Center Pilatus, November 7610, tree 2 miles, north of Kilo Delta Alpha Golf, 4,400 foot, request IFR, to Pocatello, ready to copy.
Pilatus November 7610 tree is cleared to Pocatello Airport as filed. Squawk 0067.
Pilatus November 7610, tree cleared to Pocatello Airport as filed. Squawk 0067.
Pilatus 10 tree read back correct. Radar contact 5,700 feet altimeter tree 0. 19er continue to Delta Alpha Golf following heading 050, proceed on course climb.
The landing gear
and
comes
maintain
up,
FL
yada, is
190.
on, inertial separator comes off, flaps are up, landing and taxi light, those will come off at 10,000 feet.
Pilatus 10 tree, did
Oh
you
my
hear
God.
my last transmission?
Continue to Delta Alpha Golf. Following heading 050, proceed on course climb and maintain FL 190 Pilatus 10 tree.
Altitude constraints. What do you mean altitude constraints? There are. Oh. Never mind, there is an altitude constraint of 7,000. Oh no. Because we're continuing shred out, so we can continue our climb. Why is it blurry? I don't like this. This wasn't blurry before. What has happened? Okay, we're passing 10,000 feet, so landing and taxi lights can come off, and we'll get ready for our before landing checklist. Can be pulled up. We won't need that for a while though. So it's pitching for airspeed. Now we are continuing our climb.
Hang in there, Michael. We're almost at the hospital.
Bro, we just took off. No, we're not. My guy, don't lie to him. We literally took off 5 fucking minutes ago. Your ass out here telling him we're almost in the hospital. Nah, bro, we still got like 2.5 hours to that bitch. The fuck you saying? You on some fucking crack back there if you think we're almost there. Shit. go ahead and get our landing rate set up. Let's see, this has everything set up correctly, so let me just scroll through here. We're gonna have a discontinuity. Complete that waypoint, activate that. Why is it all blurry if it, like, when things are moving? I don't like that. Like, is there motion blur?
BP looks good. HR a bit elevated. Let's keep monitoring it.
Yeah, we're up in the climb. Almost to our top of climb. Oh, and almost through 18,000 feet. They're all on standard. Ever cancel the IFR? No, okay, cancel the IFR.
Los Angeles Center Pilatus 10 tree.
Okay,
Cancel
go
IFR
with
at this time.
Pilatus 10 tree IFR flight plan. Is canceled, radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain
Yep.
VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
VFR at 19,000 feet. I love to see it. It's starting to return to Keck. let's get our next rad pulled up, just that way we can see any weather. Other than that, we are up here at Cruise. See what's the speeds looking at? 279 true. Struggling to get to that Mach 4.5, but that's just due to the fact of us having that decent headwind right now. We're doing 282 now. 265 on the ground. Take it. Pretty decent speeds. Why is Navigraph not loading any charts? Or loading anything in? Pocatello! Pin that. Oh? Shrine? Well, hopefully eventually it loads. Up here at our cruise. Looks like we're getting a little bit less of that headwind. And I wish the pressurization system was fixed. And you could cruise at your max flight level. Okay, so that's what that does. Okay, perfect. Put those things off our screen as we just fly over to Pocatello. Let's see if I can figure this out. Is it in the settings? Probably in the full game settings. I just want to check something. I don't know, like, where I would tell it to put things, because I know you can make a folder for flight plans. I just don't know how to do that. I'll have to search that up. And get rid of that. Is out here vibing in our cruise. $48 miles to our next waypoint. Okay. See, where are we flying over right now? Just crossed over into Nevada. That's about at our next waypoint. What we doing on the ground right now? 272, 280 and true. Then yeah, like 200 indicated. That glare is, oh, that glare is amazing. Yeah, I can see it on the first off. 208 indicated, but we're at Mach 4.48, 0.49. Everything's looking good. Just need to implement this. Asobo. Give us pressurization on our Pilatus. So now it's time to see what will get paid out for our first ever AirMed mission as a company. Probably won't be anything as good as the cargo missions, getting $1 million a flight. We can see. Hopefully will be decent pay for a flight of this distance. Let's see, how's the flight coming along? Oh, we'll fly right north of the Great Salt Lake. I just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Man, this game looks so much better, this sim, than X-Play. passing our second waypoint. Let's look at this flight. So. Flight time 52 minutes plus. You want me to look at what is our glide slope altitude? 6,000 feet. Before I forget. I'm really glad I gave Microsoft Flight Simulator a try. I'm really liking how well the graphics now. what's our cruising speeds looking like? 283 true. Oh, we're... Oh yeah, okay, let's not touch that till we get closer to our top of the sun then. You just need to hold Mach 4.5. And our cruise up here at 19,000 feet. Takeoff time was 21:20 Zulu. I've been in the air so far for an hour and 5 minutes. About 8 more minutes till we're to our next waypoint. 44 minutes till we're to our second to last, our final waypoint before our approach. Does this have towers frequency on it? Pocatello Tower is 119.1. Again. We're at 119.1. But swap that over. Oh yeah, look at there's our next waypoint pulled into the HUD. The waypoint after that's about 25 minutes flight time. So got about 40 minutes to our destination. let's see how's the plane looking? So we've used 600 pounds of fuel. Better make sure we're down to this altitude, the 6,000 feet we need for the ILS. So we better, hopefully we'll get down to our correct altitude. Oh yeah, okay, it looks like the top of descent went back to its correct spot. 50 miles. We do have our next red radar on, right? Yeah, we'll extend it out. Okay, so we're almost to the Great Salt Lake. Let's see if I remember which one. Nope. 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 Air crash simulator. No, thank you GTA Capone for the raider with this, the raid with the 16. I can't crash my plane. I just bought this for $5 million. I can't crash the brand new $5 million plane. A brand new AirMed plane. Air ambulance services here. That $5 million Pilatus PC-12. I mean, what, in real life they run about $3 million brand new from Pilatus? $4 million? Dude, if I could afford one, I'd fucking buy one of these. These things are fucking amazing. Fast ass turboprop plane. Hands down has to be probably one of my favorite non-commercial planes. Because we're just up here at the good old cruising altitude of 19,000 feet since they haven't fixed the goddamn pressurization system. Can't go any higher without my pilot deciding to take a nap for the rest of the flight. "36 miles from our next waypoint." Yeah, our toppest of descent should be after there here. Then we can get down to our approach into Pocatello. And we're almost to the Great Salt Lake. Are we even in Utah yet? We are in Utah. We're right there, right where I work, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'd love to get a flight into Salt Lake. That'd be amazing. Go shoot one of the IFR ILS approaches on one of the Salt Lake City runways. Yeah. I mean, it's big. There's a lot of states. I'm surprised I still know every single state. I think. But I'm literally flying over the state that I live in. They're flying over the West Desert. The Bonneville Salt Flats are. Yeah, I think I learned them in elementary school. I just happen to have really good geography, so I mean, I think I can name almost every country in Europe still too. The only part I struggle with is the Balkans. They're the ones that I get a little bit lost with. Yeah, the coastal states are easy. It's once you get into the middle of the United States where it's just like, you don't know what's there. Yeah, there are a lot of weird names in the Balkans. But you have Kosovo in there, Bosnia, Montenegro, Greece. I want to say Serbia's in the Balkans, but I can't remember. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. Czech. Yep, just flying over the massive desert of the massive salt flats of nothing. So they set a lot of the land speed records though in Utah. The literal Bonneville salt flats right under us, because it's just a big ass flat area of hard packed salt. Okay, I want to not look up there. I want to look here. About 43 more minutes left till we should be in Pocatello. Yeah, I mean, just looking into a whole bunch of nothing. Damn, the windshield, we're already getting this bitch dirty. I don't want to have to wash it. It costs money to wash it, and I'm broke, boy. Yeah, so BVL VAR for Bonneville. Very cheap, small, private airplane that you can get it made as. Nice. you can see the Ochre Mountains off in the distance. Off over to the east, the Ochre Mountains. Ochres, and then you have the Wasatch into the Rockies. I believe that's the Tooele Valley, and then on the other side of that mountain should be Salt Lake Valley up into the mountains where everybody goes skiing. Just the amount of skis you see at the airport. Yeah, they should. That would actually be really cool to have. What is it? It's down in Texas somewhere where they launch in SpaceX. I don't remember exactly, but it's somewhere down in Texas. I think it's over by Houston. I mean, shit, we should be coming up on the biggest saltwater lake in the world. Yeah. The Great Salt Lake. Big ass lake of fucking salt water that even fucking sea animals can't even swim in it. Florida would be for NASA and Boeing. SpaceX is out of Texas. If I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Elon Musk sends his out of Texas because everything lands in the Gulf of Mexico. Yep. One of the most saltiest bodies of water in the world right there. Only thing that can live in that lake is brine shrimp. And they smell like shit. I mean, shit, this used to all be the Great Salt Lake. I haven't watched a lot. I mean, I've seen a little bit of the SpaceX videos, but it's cool watching them launch and then come back in. That's super cool. It's also really good that we're reusing them, you know, it's just not getting thrown it away and never used again. Look at that big ass fucking lake. Oh, hey, there's the I-80. Fucking big ass lake. I mean, Salt Lake City Airport should be right about there-ish. Yeah, literally. We're living in a place that gets a shit ton of snow, bro. You could throw a snowball at me and I wouldn't be able to catch it. I'm at least glad this winter hasn't been terrible for us though so far. You know, it's been pretty light out here in Utah. Yeah, I mean, at the airport, at Salt Lake Airport where I work, I think there's like 5 different medical planes that are stationed out of there. Plus another, I think, 9 or 10 helicopters that are stationed out of Salt Lake International. Oh, that sucks. I mean, shit, here, like, what was it, like 2-3 years ago? We got, like, there was one day where we got like 1.5 feet of snow. I remember trying to drive to work and I couldn't, and I had to like just stay at home. Because I literally couldn't even go straight on the road without just sliding everywhere. Yeah, luckily the last 2 years we've been light on snow, which I'm glad, because when it snows here badly, it's, you know, we're getting 1-2 feet of snow. Is out here vibing above the clouds on a nice clear day. See, how dirty is the plane so far? Not too bad, actually. Oh, this side's a little bad. I mean, a little bit of dirt. It's fine. We don't have to wash it. See, how bad's this windshield? Oh, that's lovely. Gonna have to get the spray bottle out and the microfiber cloth and wipe down the windshield when we land. Can we see the Great Salt Lake better? Yeah. Big ass lake that never fucking freezes. We're leaving the Salt Flats, almost to Idaho. Potato Land. See, how far is Pocatello? Because Pocatello, oh yeah, it's just past the border. It's only like, what? 3-4 hours and I could drive to Pocatello. I hope this job pays fucking well, bro. For how far it is. This is as far as, you know, a normal cargo mission for this plane. Those paying about 800,000 to 1.1 million. I mean, I hope so. I mean, I did just pay $5 million for this plane, and I swear if it pays me like $20,000 for this flight, I'm gonna be pretty upset that I have a $5 million plane that fucking makes me barely any goddamn money. $45 miles from our next waypoint. Why does it have the top of descent that far away? Like, we're not going to be able to shoot the approach if we're descending from 19,000 feet. How far been flying for an hour and 40 minutes? Oh, 10 minutes to our next waypoint, so about 17 minutes is gonna take us. To get to the start of our approach. Wait, is it having us hold? Wait a second. Oh, it is having us do a hold. Okay, never mind. That makes sense then. That makes perfect sense then. To do where our top of descent is then. Because if we're doing a hold, yeah, we'll have time. Because we'll probably do a 1 mile long hold, 2 mile long hold. Oh no. Took off at 21:20 Zulu, and we'll see what our landing time is. We'll say this much, I do enjoy the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. I did not play any of the previous Microsoft Flight Simulators before 2024. I was a X-Plane man that played X-Plane, or flew an X-Plane. Definitely not a bad sim. I can see Malad coming up. Hello, Mike Lima Delta. And we're still flying with the Great Salt Lake. Can we see Antelope Island from here? Yeah, there's Antelope Island, Fremont Island, Willard Bay, finally passing the Great Salt Lake. Always cool being able to fly like in an area that I actually know, past places that I've actually been. So what's our fuel flow rate sitting at right now? 478 pounds an hour. We got 1,700 pounds of burn. Probably about, I'll say about 1,100 pounds, 1,200 pounds of fuel by the time we land. Because this is saying we're gonna have 228 fuel remaining. That is completely false. Especially if you do math. If we're burning 400 pounds per hour and we have a 26 minutes left, like, math doesn't add up for us to burn 1,500 pounds in 30 minutes. So let me look at my approach. What is our approach heading going to be? The approach course is going to be 221. So let's just get that set up on the heading just in case the autopilot decides to shit. The nav mode decides to shit itself. We have the heading mode to keep us on that heading. Or 211, right? So 211 will be our final approach course, and nav. Let me make sure we have the correct ILS frequency tuned in there. Just swap it. Let's see, 110. Oh wait, that's wrong one. So 110.3. Swap that. Up 110.3, and then of course we're gonna set that on our secondary on both localizers. 110.3 for our ILS frequency. And the approach can scared of pulling the charts up on here, because last time I tried pulling it up on the actual map, it crashed the game. Oh, did I get rid of the yoke? Why did I even get rid of the yoke? Actually, let me make sure. That should be on off, and that should also be. Well, they can stand light, actually. Those are all off, right? Yeah, okay. That's on. Perfect. Pocatello's at 4,446 feet. Let me see, what is Pocatello's runway length? That's actually probably something that I should take into consideration for landing. What runway do we have plugged in for our approach again? It's runway 21, right? Runway 21, ILS runway 21. So that is the 9,000 foot runway, so I could do flaps 30 for that. Flaps 30 definitely works over that air in Pocatello. Or 19,000. Emergency gear extension. Wait, is the emergency gear extension over here? Oh no, it's back here. Okay. Let's see, can you pull the circuit breakers on this plane? No. And this bitch has USB ports? Well, I guess, yeah, everybody nowadays has fucking tablets as their fucking electronic flight bags. Yeah, fire extinguisher down there. The armrest. Well. How's everybody doing back there? Y'all fine? I haven't heard you guys say anything in a while. Bro, a cockpit of an Airbus doesn't even have all that many buttons. They're fucking simple. Well, I guess, yeah, everything is a button in an Airbus, though. Well, they're not that complex. They're very simple. I mean, hey, I fly them all the time. Like, in X-Plane, what? In X-Plane, I have, like, 3 different Airbus planes. They're easy. As long as you know where, as long as you've taken a second just to read what everything is, it's pretty simple because it's all just laid out in groups. Yeah, everything's just grouped together. So like all your fuel switches and buttons are all together at one spot, your hydraulics, your lights. And it's the same thing with this. You look at the overhead panel here. Here's all your electrical stuff, here's your external lights, your engine, your fuel, and your systems tests. And then your internal lights. Oh, I never turned on my pulse and recon physics. Whoops. I mean, turboprop aircraft are also just a lot simpler. Yeah, no, the Boeing, the 737, I mean, I've been in 2 737 flight decks just for my job. One was a Max. Those are very nice. Glass cockpit, really nice. But yeah, a lot of the buttons are, and switches are from a, what, 1970, 1970s design. The original 37, they just modernize it through the years. It needs to die. Boeing, you need to just kill the 37 series. That series is almost 100 years old. You can't keep just modernizing it. Let's get our altitudes set up now. What is it? It is Yeah, 6,000 feet? That's 5,000 out of 6,000. You know, I mean, let's see. What planes have I been into? I've been in an Airbus A220. I actually got to sit in the captain seat of that. That's very nice, very amazing looking flight deck in that plane. Been in an A320 flight deck. Been in a 777 for KLM. It was actually the KLM 777 that I came to Salt Lake. Maintenance took me up there on the last one I got a fuel for the year. That was super cool to see the KLM flight deck in person and sit in the captain seat of a KLM flight deck. Was super cool. Would love to fly in KLM. What else haven't been on? 737. I think that's it. You got been in any other planes? No, A330. That's right. I've been in an A330 for Delta. That's also a really nice plane. Almost to Pocatello. Let's get this.
When you reach cruise altitude, Captain, please let me know beforehand. We'll have to test the patient.
Bro, we've been at cruise altitude. What do you mean? We've been at cruise. The fuck are you talking about? We've been at cruise for the last... literally like last hour we've been cruising. We're literally at cruise. We're at our 19,000 foot cruise. What are you talking about? We're at fucking cruise. Do whatever test you need to do. You should get them done soon because we're about to actually descend. Oh. Looks like the plane's already picked up the localizer, which is goddamn fucking impressive because we're nowhere near the goddamn fucking localizer. But hey, good job, I guess. Okay, VNAV is armed. Yeah, let's get the approach plate pulled up and do a little briefing real quick. So let's see. Missed approach, climb to 7,000 feet, direct Provo or direct Pocatello for an outbound on rail 235 to Holy, which is 15 miles and hold. Do not exceed 230 knots in holding pattern. Well, that's our max speed. So DME required. ILS glide path not confident VLS. And no. Controlled lighting. That's pretty cool. Oh, altitudes, recommended altitude. So at 6 miles, we should be at 5,910, 5 miles, 5,003, okay. What's our minimums? And I'll just have to keep that in the back of our head. 4,650 feet is our minimums. And it looks like we have poppies will be on the left side of the runway. Yeah. And it's just your standard 3-degree glide slope. Yeah, everything's looking good then. Oh yeah, have a good night. We still got about 28 miles. Going Mach 4.62. Okay, looks like we're gonna be flying like literally right by Pocatello Airport. Yeah, let's see if we. Oh, there it is. There it is, right? Looks like an airport. Is that the airport? Oh yeah, so that's that taxiway over to the other runway. Okay, because yeah, there's the other runway. Yeah, there's Pocatello Airport. There's our destination right there. Right there's our destination. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna turn to the left for this hold pattern to turn us into the final, which I'll let it do it. Which it does show on the chart, yeah, the hold pattern there. Yep, you want to hold that direction to then get yourself onto the final because of the way that we're going to be coming into the approach. Makes it a lot easier than just making this hard bank in. Especially when we're on half bank mode because, you know, Mr. Patient doesn't like us banking too hard. Fucking full bank is even all that much. See, what's the weather right now? Recommended runway is runway to Jesus Christ, that's some fucking wind. 22 knot headwind? What the hell? Oh my god. Is it gusting 36? Jeez. Holy shit, we're landing in some fucking wind. This is going to be a fun landing. Jesus. Yeah, this is going to be a fun fucking landing. Decent visibility though. What's a few at 300 feet, temp of 3. Yeah, that wind, that is some strong wind.
Beginning our descent, Michael. You'll be at the hospital before you know it.
No, we're not. Well, we're close. But we're not yet beginning our descent. We're close. Oh. Well, I guess I can do that.
Pocatello Tower, Pilatus November 7610, tree 10 miles, northeast FL 190 to land.
Pilatus November 7610 tree Pocatello Tower, altimeter tree 0, 24 make straight in runway 21.
I forgot, yeah.
Fly straight
Pocatello
in
Tower.
runway 21 Pilatus 10 tree.
God, it's actually a controlled airport. It's crazy. I'm flying into a controlled airport for once. That's actually correct. We're actually flying the ILS. Should have specified. We're at about at 19,000 feet for ILS. ILS Zulu? No, just ILS runway 21. Flying the Boris transition. Yeah, we're about to hit our top of the set. I'm glad there's no weather. Holy shit, we're doing Mach 0.47 at 19,000 feet. I can't believe it. Yeah, it looks like our vertical track did pull up. That's good. So the hope is when we hit our top of descent, vertical track will descend the plane down to 6,000 feet. Right? Right, vertical track, or are you going to miss it and I'm going to have to put it into probably just throw it in bird speed mode? We're in some pretty strong winds. I mean, yeah, Pocatello's having some really strong winds right now. I mean, 23 knots gusting 36 is no joke. At least it's mainly a headwind, right? Like, what was it? From 240 and we're landing runway 21, so yeah. Pretty much right down the runway. What is the proper runway? 211, so yeah. But just about right down the runway. So it shouldn't be too bad of a headwind. So at least it's mainly a headwind and we're not flying in a crosswind or anything. Yep, there's our vertical track coming down. And you want to go in the vert track. You want to capture that vertical track, please? Please? No? Okay, we're descending way too fast, so back to 0 feet per minute. But you wanna capture the vertical track, please? Right, we need actual barrel. So let's get this set to 1,800 feet per minute. Okay, that's catching the vertical track. Come on, VNAV. Oh, 1,300 feet per minute? 1,400 feet per minute? 15? Feet per minute. We're really high. Oh, there's that goddamn sun. Oh, we're below it now. Bring that down to like 1,200 feet per minute. Okay, so we're 6,000 feet at... Our next waypoint, we're passing through 12,500. We do have this, so inertial separator needs to come on. Landing gear, that'll be later. Taxi and landing lights, that'll be later. Flaps, that'll be later. Inertial separator can come on right now. That was it. Okay, we're on a localizer, so it has captured localizer. So we're now tracking the runway. That sun is bright. Do not have the field in sight yet. We're still decent way out. What are we? 25 miles out, yeah. Why VNAV is not doing its thing, I do not know why. VNAV in this plane is hit or miss. Yep, we are on the correct ILS. Okay, so there's our glide slope coming down. So it's 7,000 feet at our next. Waypoint, then 6,400 after that. So while we have to just be at or above 7,000 feet, and then at our next one at or above 6,400 feet. But then at the Henso, we need to be at 6,000. Okay, so we're slowing down. Oh my god, we got nuclear sun out here. Let's get that range lowered. So 6,400 for our next waypoint. We're only a mile away from. We should be fine even though we're really lower than what it wants us. I'm perfectly okay with that. We can go ahead and go to flaps 15. I want to make sure we're at 6,000 by Henso. We're slowing down to 110 knots. Well, we'll get the rest of our flaps and everything out once we get lower.
Patient okay for landing, but be quick and smooth. It's serious there.
We'll be landing soon, Jennifer. Time to buckle up.
Dude, select. Okay, perfect. 6,000 feet. Okay, I think that's the runway off in the distance. Hard to fucking see with this sun. We're just waiting for this glide slope to come down. We're at the 6,000 feet we need to be at for the ILS approach to collect our glide slope. What's our fuel look like? 1,500? We're gonna land heavier than I thought. Probably only gonna burn like what? A little over 1,200 pounds of fuel in this flight. This 500 and something nautical mile flight. 2 hours and 19 minutes. Then a 600-mile flight. And there's our waypoint that we're passing. At the correct altitude, just passing through it.
Pilatus 10 tree, wind 2 tree 8 at 19er. Cleared to land runway 21.
Cleared to land runway 21 Pilatus 10 tree.
So just so we're ready, have our go around altitude set. And now that we've captured our glide slope, we'll go flaps 30. Flaps 30 will be landing flaps for today. I have the runway in sight. And go ahead and get that gear down. Retract the gear, yeah, of course. And we'll go ahead and put this on manual and we'll get it to slow ourselves down. We'll go 95 knots. We'll add 10 knots. Well, we can add 5 knots for the gusting winds. We'll just let autopilot take it on down for a little bit longer. Yeah, so our VREF is 85 knots, but we're going to be going 90. It's because of how much wind we're dealing with on this headwind. Massive headwind we're dealing with. Yeah. Like I can't see the PAPI system for it. It's always this amazing. The PAPI should be right here. So 1 mile from the runway. Don't stall. Yeah, I know we have this really a gnarly headwind right now. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll go autopilot off.
Autopilot.
Landing gear. Oh yeah. Gotta get those on. Flaps. Okay, yep.
Stall.
Don't look away. We're a little low. Very low. Let her look away for 1 second. Plane tries to nose itself into the ground. Okay. Okay, idle power. Get that flare in. Get out of that crap. Oof. That was not a...
Pilatus 10 tree, did you copy?
Copy what? Very rough landing.
Pilatus 10 tree, exit
I know,
runway
Michael,
when able.
A bumpy landing, but just a short ride in the ambulance before you're at the hospital.
No takeoff.
I know no takeoff. The yacht anchor can come off. We're ready for a shutdown checklist. That was a very...
Pilatus 10 tree, turn
hard.
next taxiway.
I am! Jesus Christ! I'm turning off the taxiway right as we speak. Strobe light
Pilatus
can
10
come off.
tree, contact ground on 121. Niner.
Going to 121. Niner Pilatus 10 tree.
121.9er. So is this going to be one of the airports where it says I didn't contact ground and I entered the taxiway? No,
Pocatello
thank
ground
you.
for latest November 7610 tree request taxi to parking.
Pilatus November 7610 tree taxi to Gate 5, Niner via Taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to Gate 5 Niner using taxiway Alpha Pilatus 10 tree.
Oh, we're... Oh, God. Okay, game. Just... Be a little nice. So, we're gonna taxi over via Alpha, which is right here. Why do I have no frames in Pocatello? Get off that bank mode. $23.44 Zulu. Not too bad. Hey, why? Where did my frames go? Oh, we're supposed to turn right here. But dumbass. Okay, now we enter the ramp. Oh yeah. Get flaps up. Let's see. Make sure we pull into the gate correctly. Don't know why it's having us go to an actual fucking gate. That is a little weird, but okay.
You did great, Captain.
Okay, let's
Some
get
rough
that parking
spots,
brake.
but we're here and on time thanks to you.
Nav light can come off. Taxi light can come off. Parking brake set. Flaps up. External lights off. DI system off. Engine master goes to off. Then generators and the batteries and the EPS. So engine master to off. And as that's coming down, going up gen off first. Then the batteries can come off at avionics standby, and the beacon can come off. Perfect. Alright, now for the moment. How much money did we make? I know that was a very terrible landing. Yeah, landing smoothness. Still got an A. I'll take it. Still got an A. 200,000 XP. Okay. $450,000. I mean, that's not 430's not bad. Oh yeah, my reputation's gonna drop. Oh, that hurts. That was such a bad landing in the fucking. Not bad, not bad. Do I got any firefighting missions now? I want to do a firefighting mission. Just a quick firefighting mission to end off the day, or are you gonna be... bitch? Oh, firefighting mission. Damn. Well, no fire. Well, I guess I didn't check Europe. I didn't check Europe. I check Europe. Any firefighting missions over here in Europe? And nothing. Disappointing. Well then, that's going to do it for today's stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow when I get home from work. Hopefully should be somewhere around anywhere from 11 Mountain Standard Time, 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to 11:30 Mountain Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys back here again tomorrow for another flight. We'll probably be taking a cargo flight out of the Charlotte area. And I hope you enjoyed, and have a great rest of your day or night, depending on where